Let's talk to Y'shtola here. Alzadaal's legacy. Y'shtola is intrigued by the legend of Alzadaal III. Hopefully they'll keep it easy with the names this time. Or do voiced dialogue? I guess not. Alzadaal III, I confess I am somewhat embarrassed that the tale of his journey to another world escaped my notice. Could it be more than simple folklore? And what of the treasure he supposedly brought back? This undersea vault may hold relics from another reflection. My friends, we should temper our expectations. The map doth promise ruins, but beyond that, we know not what we will find. Not until we find it, eh? But let us dispense with the conjecture and set sail for the vault. I imagine this is going to turn into a dungeon. At some point. This vault has got to be a dungeon. Oh, for a second I thought they was just going to reveal it right there. Whoop, there it is. You could tell when a dungeon is revealed. It's always got that weird panning to just some random area, and it just stays there until the dungeon pops up. Oh, but it looks like this one is going to be with I forget what they're called. Well, I guess you could go with other players, but I like doing these with oh, there's a name for this. I don't remember what this was called. Oh, that's right. He's a tank. Usually I like to, since I'm a DPS. Usually I like to use the physical DPS because Dragoon is physical, because it teaches you like where to stand and how to do the dungeon as a physical DPS. But I gotta have my girl Y'shtola with us. Hopefully we won't die. We got much better gear than was expected. There was a name for this that I don't remember. For this this concept of having these NPCs come with us in a fight. But at least we can watch the cutscene in peace. Don't have to worry about anybody complaining. Not that usually happens anyways. Alzadaal, Alzadaal's legacy. Doing these is always so weird if you're not like the tank. So you kind of have to like, you're in control of what happens. But so you have to kind of get close to enemies, but not too close. But the tank does a pretty good job of holding aggro anyways. Alright, we're gonna beat up on some monkeys here. I guess we should just go with some AoE. Seems like there's enough people here. Oh, I probably should be doing that. So many moves. I should look at a rotation guide to get a better understanding. I feel like I got it 90% right. I wish they had like some built-in, I mean, this probably would lead to a lot of toxic behavior, but if they had an in-game DPS guide or something, or a DPS counter, it would be pretty helpful to make sure you're doing as much damage as you possibly can. Because, like, usually when I come across enemies like that, I'm not sure. Should I just, I mean, I guess there's probably a number, right, where you switch from doing AoE damage or doing AoE attacks versus doing single target damage. I imagine if there's 3 or more, that's what I go by, really. But this game is fine. We're getting the job done anyways. Doesn't really matter. Stuff is usually pretty easy anyways when we get to the boss. Which I guess shouldn't be that bad anyways. What does this place look like anyways? Yeah, can't tell at the moment. Okay, looks like there's at least 4 people here. See, I'm not sure if 3's the... I would assume definitely 4 people. You definitely want to go for the AoE. But I'm not sure about the 3 people. I know some people are going to probably call me out with the clicking. But I feel like it's easier, honestly. Not for everything. Kind of just depends on I don't know, it's just like a random feeling, because like to get that second row of abilities you have to like hold control, and it can be kind of annoying if you're trying to get like the 7, 8s, and 9s. I mean, I suppose there is a control on the right side of the keyboard, but I don't know. What does get annoying is when you try to go over a move. I wonder if you can move the description of this move, or, you know, because it covers like stuff to the right. It'd be nice if you can cover stuff like that, or like move it like far away or something. You probably can. So many settings. I'm still learning new stuff about this game all the time. These are just so many things to learn, and a lot of things the game doesn't even tell you, to be honest. But I suppose I'd probably still be at the beginning of the game if it was going to sit there and explain everything to me. I've been recently leveling up a Reaper. I'm trying to do a lot of stuff that I've neglected. I'm sure you've noticed that I'm still missing like flying for certain areas. I definitely need to get on that. But I definitely do want to get some other characters to 90. Because I have nothing else at 90 except some of the discipline, actually all the discipline of land. Getting the discipline of hand 90, it's just so weird. It's definitely much harder, and it costs either a lot of money or a lot of time. And some of them are easier than others, to be honest. I feel like alchemy can get kind of annoying. Oop, what the hell that's all about. Guess we'll find out soon enough. Dude, why is he still over there? Wait, when did she get... Oh. See, that's... Y'shtola was right next to us. And if I'm not mistaken, black mages have an ability that lets them, like, not teleport, but, like, instantly jump. to a party member. Yep, see? You just saw her kind of like fly over there. Yeah, I do have a, I think a 70-something black mage. That was my, other than the dragoon, that was my highest other class. Then I leveled up, I just got Reaper to 80, so, but that's, you know, it's definitely not the same, you know. I think you start off at 70 or something, right? Whereas Black Mage, you start out at level 1. I actually started this game off, well, I did start off with a Lancer. I'm like, but then I kind of dropped it. I went to Ninja at some point. But then I went back to Lancer to get my Dragoon. In like a much better time, to be honest. I was getting kind of annoyed with the ninjutsu. Not that they're not cool, but it's just, it's so easy to make a mistake. Which is kind of ridiculous. I wonder if they've changed it. Okay, this boss has been pretty easy so far. But, you know, first boss of the dungeon. And it is a main story quest dungeon. I don't expect it to be that difficult. You know, I wonder... I mean, I'm sure if you guys have played this game, you must know about the limit break. And I've always wondered to myself that why people don't usually use it sooner. Like, I could use it right now. It's like it's never used... And it always gets saved for, like, the final boss. But what I don't understand is, like, usually there's 3 bosses to dungeons. So there's probably going to be another boss and then the final boss. And if I used it when I got it, it definitely wouldn't have been a waste. You still had a tiny bit of... might have been a slight waste. But I'm sure by the time we got to the final boss, it would have been fully recharged. But no one ever uses it on the first boss. The glimpse of passage detected, confirming bearer's identity. Oh, we must be in the vault. That's pretty cool. Oh, can't go that way. A lot of fishy creatures. Is that a shark? That's pretty cool. This Stardiver ability, hands down one of my favorite abilities. Definitely for Dragoon. Since I haven't leveled everything up to max, I'm not really sure. Ah, screwed that up. Wasted a little bit of time there. It's alright though. So I suppose if I downloaded a third-party DPS meter or DPS counter, probably couldn't do it on the stream anyways. Probably come after me. But honestly, I wonder why they just care about that. Like, I can understand that if they don't want people harassing others, and if you want to, you know, punish people for harassing others about DPS and all that. I don't see why they should punish people for, like right now, I'm like in a party with NPCs. Who cares? Oh, damn, I didn't think that was an enemy. But that was just like some sort of, furniture, to be honest. Well, at least I know I just have to single target this thing. Oh. Where the hell did all these other enemies come from? I guess we're done with the single target. Oh, screwed that up. Oh well. Still crits on this. Usually save it for Corinthian Thrust. I wonder how many people use Dragon Sight ability correctly. I feel like it's an ability that probably people do not use correctly, because you can use it, if I'm not mistaken, without targeting anybody. Because the way this works is you're supposed to target a party member, and it gives them the left eye of the dragon, and that gives them 5% increase in damage. And the other part gives you gives me the right eye, gives me a 10% boost in damage. But I believe if you don't select somebody, it just applies to you. Yep, like that. Which actually I don't think used to be a thing. I believe they changed it. I believe if you didn't select anybody back whenever it was, that it would just not work. You couldn't even use the move. Once again, not paying attention to that. But I guess they changed it. I mean, it was kind of annoying. You have to select somebody sometimes, especially when you're like in the middle of a battle or in the heat of a battle. And I know you can just target anybody really quickly with tab, but still pretty annoying. Right? Must be coming up on a second boss soon. What have we been getting anyways? 575 gear. I don't think that was even helpful. Let's see here. I think this is the gear that I left off with at the end of 6.0. I guess 575 is an upgrade. If I was getting obviously none of that stuff's for me anyway. Actually, was it? Maybe one of them was. Yeah, I guess that would have been an upgrade if I came here directly after. Let's see if we can kill. I wonder what's summoning. Oh, this thing's summoning the enemies. Yeah, let's try to get rid of this thing as quick as possible. It's getting kind of annoying. The quicker the better. Just single target this. Then we'll switch to AoE damage. Or I guess we can do it now. It'll probably die pretty soon. That seems a little better than last time, but maybe not. Still a ton of enemies here. The thing summons enemies pretty damn fast. Yeah, sometimes clicking makes some mistakes with clicking. I wonder what Yashtola's doing. Oh, that's right, I turned off. I can't see any of her magic, but I think I turned it off. If I could see things better. The effects can be kind of overwhelming. Although I left mine on. And I think I just turned them off all for PvP. Because that was definitely annoying. Threshold of Bounty. Well, they do tell you what to do. You must need memorize these defenses. You're really quite serious about this consulting role of yours. The key guardian appear mechanical in nature. Please remember to heal while listening to take notes. That's not really helpful. Turn back, treasure seeker, or this vault will be your tomb. Alright, so let's do this right now so we can maybe get another chance to do it later. Whoa. I was just moving here because I thought the shields were affecting my attacks. Yeah, sometimes you do something right for the wrong reason. See, now this is something we could probably... See, I don't know if using the limit break in this fight would even be worth it. We might not be able to regen before the next fight. Because usually when the final boss pops up, you get a second bar to fill up. Yep. Watching Yistola and Urianger definitely helped a little bit with a small precise movement. Probably would have been snagged by one of those if I wasn't paying attention to them. Dude, Urianger knew that was coming. He moved out of the way on purpose. Oops. Damn. That was awful. Let's not die. That was a close one. Where is he? Oh. Yep. Well, I think we still got snagged by it. Oh, we can still do this again. It usually doesn't. I usually can't use that twice during a fight. It doesn't happen too often. But I guess I've been doing a lot of old dungeons. You know, just doing the dailies. So usually we burn bosses down pretty fast. So the main... Usually I'm like... I usually always do like physical DPS when I'm playing any game. But I was watching people doing like close to like 100k... Oh! Doing close to like 100k damage with a black mage. Which makes sense because their moves, you know, take time to cast. I was like, I wanna do that kind of crazy damage. So that was like one of the main reasons I leveled up the black mage. I should get back to it at some point. Oh. Not paying attention to the health. Of course, my Star Diver ability, I would have saved it for the next fight. But, oh. I opened up that... I'm so used to like opening up a chest and like looking over here for the loot to roll on it. Just forgot I'm the only one here. Not that I can do anything with this gear. Except maybe sell it. I put any of this on the market. I hate how all this gear is market. Can't put it on the market, dude. It's so annoying. There's like so many restrictions. There's like a ton of gear that you can't put on the market. Which is kind of annoying. I don't really understand why you can't put that kind of gear on the market. I mean, I can understand having that feature. You don't want people to just put anything on the market. But trash items from a dungeon. I actually haven't paid attention. I wonder if stuff like that gets changed, like when the next patch comes out, and this becomes like an old dungeon. I wonder if they change those market prohibited kind of ideals. since it's not current content, really. Meh. Too lazy to pay attention to stuff like that. Well, I guess you can check old dungeons now. See if, but you won't know, I suppose, if it was ever prohibited. Although I guess if you do an old dungeon and you find something that's prohibited, I guess that kind of clarifies it. Which I think is still actually the case. I guess it might break the game for people that are leveling up. They just buy the gear instead. But I still don't see how that's a problem. Plenty of gear that you can make crafting. It's like way better. I don't know, I'm just trying to make some money. Want to buy a house. It'd be nice if you can buy a large house, but you're never gonna find a large house. I don't think I've ever seen a large house for sale. So it's like mostly like, it's probably like 90% small houses and like a medium house every once in a while. I think, well, I don't really know the difference. I guess I should look that up before making it. I mean, we don't have any money anyways. Even though we have, you know, close to 3 million. I think that's how much, like, medium houses go for. Somewhere between 3 and 4 million, at least on my server. I suppose it depends on, you know, where it's located and, you know, which housing district it is. All this gold and we're just, come on. Kidding me, right? Oh. Man, these mimics, they get me every time. Whether it's Dark Souls or, I guess, this game. Wasn't even expecting them. Well, we are coming up to the end of this dungeon for sure. I imagine we're getting close to the final boss. Wonder who it's gonna be. Probably gonna be some robot, based on what we've been seeing so far. I gotta say, when it comes to DPS, actually, I'd say when it comes to any class, the Dragoons, personally, for me, gotta have the best abilities. At least looking abilities. I would say that Summoners, it's up there.
Hold still.
And it's some, I mean, my Summoner's like, probably like under level 20 or something. But I definitely do want to upgrade, or level up. There's a couple classes I want to level up, honestly. None of them are healers. I suck at healing so bad. I know I'm bad at healing. And to make matters worse, I know that, like, usually when the healer messes up and dies, it's over. Like, the fight's over. Very rarely will you be able to survive. Because I've seen a couple tank bosses on their own. And that's not like unsynced, you know, fighting. It's like synced fighting. Which I think is kind of crazy. The Looming Warden. Capiculu. Dude looks like a clown. But it seems like, I wonder if I can actually tell. He's definitely a paladin. He's a black mage. I think he's a scholar. Although I think I do have a white mage leveled up. Yeah, 37. Sage, they start off at 70. So that's definitely not impressive. Alright, let's see if we can do this dungeon with no deaths. I'm gonna die on any boss. It's gonna be the final boss. Warning, this bolt is under my protection. Failure to withdraw. At least he's giving us a warning. How nice. After we just cleared out this whole dungeon. Well, that was flashy. I wonder what kind of changes they're going to make in the new expansion, because you can't have... I feel like there's already a ton of abilities that we have. I feel like they can't just keep adding more abilities, right? That was a close one. Not really sure how to avoid that. Although everybody got hit by it, so probably no way to avoid it. I was fortunate enough to get thrown in a direction where I didn't have to move, but now I don't know how to move. I guess you just have to hold the direction for long enough. So I did try to move direction, but it didn't do anything. I guess I wasn't holding it long enough. Yo, cat in the party. Welcome to the stream, long time no see. How you been? Yeah, let's stick with these guys. That might be a little helpful. You know, I wonder with those AoE attacks, if I move in their way, they'll move. Or they'll just take the damage. They got Spider-Man 2, nice. I've heard good things about that game. I've never been much of a, you know, superhero kind of person. Oh, I guess you do have to hold it. It's not immediate. Wait. No. It was kind of fun, though, I gotta say. Made a couple mistakes, but it's alright. I think I got the hang of it now. Gonna have to try it at least once to get a hang of how you're gonna do it and what kind of like turning radius you have on that. Definitely much slower. I was thinking it's more like a car with the sharp turns. Turns out it's more like a crew or a yacht. Oh, he's almost done. And our limit break is almost at 2. Too bad we don't have a level 3 limit break. 0 is pretty cool. But you got the Sephiroth, man. Got the Sephiroth DLC and Smash. I haven't played Smash in so long. Oh, to be fair, I haven't played my Switch in forever. Last time I played my Switch was when I got Tears of the Kingdom. Although that new Super Mario game does look pretty cool. Definitely need to get it at some point. Oh, forgot. Let's do it before he does something stupid. Should be enough to kill him. Yeah. Sephiroth is definitely going to be a fun character in Smash. Now I wonder if they're going to re-release a copy of Smash with like all the DLC and charge like $80 or something. It'd be nice to have a physical copy with like, you know, everything on the cart. A lot of tank stuff. Only one Dragoon item. But like I said, I don't need any of it anyways. Okay, no deaths, I'll take it.
What have we here?
Oh yeah, I know the DLCs have been out for for quite a while. Yeah, at least a year for sure. No, I was just wondering if they were gonna re-release the physical copy of the game with the DLCs on the cart, like the physical cart, and not like download only. I doubt they're gonna do it, but in the future, if the store ever goes away, you have an option and you can't download the DLCs for whatever reason. Oh yeah, that's why I don't like, you know, online like fighting games.
'Tis not unlike a
I don't have
harsh
time to play
alchemical
8 hours a
furnace
day
in design.
and get super good. Same thing happened to me when I got Dragon Ball Fighter Z. I was like late to the game and then I started like, oh, this is fun. This looks pretty cool. I want to play this, and I just got destroyed. It's so bad. You don't even learn anything from it. It's just like they get you in a combo, and by the time you hit the ground, you're dead. I didn't learn
There is
anything.
one way we might find out.
Only thing you learn is you probably should have blocked that attack.
Stop! You mustn't touch it.
Who's this? Not that kid, is it? Oh,
Vritra! Ah, my apologies. Should I continue calling you Varshan?
You may address me as you wish. My nature is no longer a secret.
I don't think I remember this kid.
Still, this is not a setting I imagined for our reunion. Surely you've not entered these ruins as common looters.
Maybe.
Would that we could deny your accusations, but I fear you're not far from the truth. Great Vritra, might we beseech thee to explain the nature of this strange contrivance?
Yeah. You can't learn from people that are like way better than you. I think I remember reading an article saying that people need to be you if people are like 6% better than you, however you want to quantify that, then that's like the ideal person to learn from. But if someone is like 10 times better than you, and they've been playing like for years, multiple hours a day, and you're like a new player, you just get frustrated and leave, which is what I did.
It was crafted by our alchemists at my behest, for the purpose of sealing something away.
I wasn't gonna touch it, but you stole a. No, I'm not gonna throw her under the bus like that. Especially since this was my idea to begin with.
Perhaps I should simply show you.
You can only really learn from someone who's better than you if you know them in real life. That definitely helps. Is that a black hole? I feel like you can learn something from people online that you don't know, but you have to do like extra research. It's much better to have somebody that kind of can explain what's going on. If not, you have to like
The seal, if
do
only
your
for
own
the moment,
research.
by an authority only I possess.
A planar fissure?
No, my friend. Small though it may be, this is a functioning gate into the void.
I think Gilgamesh knows how to get into the void. That was something he did during the Hildebrand quest. It was, I think that was the same thing. Oh, and just like that, we're done with this quest. Yeah, it took about 40 minutes. Not bad for a dungeon. Void gates and fissures are much the same thing in practice in the sense that they both allow passage between the source and the 13th. The difference in terminology refers to the circumstances of their creation. A fissure is an incidental tear in the fabric between worlds, whereas a void gate is a product of deliberate action. I suspect this is the latter, judging by the elaborate mechanism put in place to control it. To think that our search for material riches would lead to this priceless discovery. That swirling emptiness, it puts me in mind of old friends, not to mention old foes. Well, I think I remember that they said that there's like 13 reflections in the source, which we're in the source, and there's 13 reflections. He's assuming that it takes him to the 13th. I mean, I imagine it could take you to any other one, right? Just like that, Alzadaal's legacy is done. How much did we get? Let's see, we got 20 Halligans of comedy. Not bad. You may now enter Alzadaal's legacy with a party of NPC avatars. Ah, that was called the Trust. That's what I was looking for when I started. To make use of this feature, open the Trust interface located under Duty in the main menu. Yeah, having NPCs going on a dungeon with you is a trust. I remember now. Well, that was as quick as it could have been.